Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Episode number 2 of Loud and Clear. Y'all already know what it is.
You know what it is, gang shit.
Where the motto is F you, do you.
As always.
Alright. So today we're going to be talking about protecting black men in honor of Black History Month.
What's good? It's your girl Candace Candemonium. Call me what you want, but we in here and we about to be lit.
Hey man, it's your boy NBA Smooth in the building. Let's get it.
It's your girl Nia-Ashani. You already know what it is. Tune in.
Yo, what's good with y'all, man? It's Alpha 17 on the building. You already know what it is.
Let's get into it for real.
I love this topic, by the way. I don't see nobody else talking about protecting black men, so thank you for the topic.
Jesus.
Boy, if you don't get...
Well, we're going to get right into it. So, this is really for y'all. So, how does it feel being a black male in America?
Excellent.
Either one of y'all can go first.
Because you have a simple answer. I'm going to talk for a long time, bro. Just go. And say your 2 lines.
Not just ones.
That's cool though. Insane.
Oh, hell no!
It's a target, bro. I bet. I ain't gonna hold it. They don't fuck with young black men. They don't like us at all. Cause they know we filming. They know we can do some shit. Niggas is powerful. That's all I'm gonna say. Us black men, we fucking powerful. You feel me? And they hate.
Here's my thing, man. I love being a black man. You feel me? I'll never choose to be nothing else. Not no offense to no other race, no shit like that. But I'm me. And the culture that I was birthed in is me. You feel me? Like, it's everything about me, and I love it. But at the end of the day, the thing that I don't love about being a black man is, like you said, we are targeted. And it's not just on some racial, you mean, shit like that, or nothing like that. It's just period in life, because at the end of the day, they know that keeping us as a people down and where we are, you feel me? I can't explain it, but y'all know what I'm getting at. You feel me?
They have more power if they keep us on the dumb level.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, if we don't elevate, if they can keep it so that only there's a select few that might look to elevate and try to get to that next level or higher. I mean, because at the end of the day, we as a people, that's what I hate the most. We are not together, like, at all. Everybody is for self. And it's alright to be for self, but once you get to a certain point in time, like, you gotta end that being for self and understand, like, yo, nigga, Killmonger was a villain in motherfucking Black Panther, right? But at the end of the day, even Black Panther, who was the hero, realized that Killmonger was right at the end of the movie and went back for the American people that was suffering, you feel me? That he realized he could help. Y'all don't do that shit. We don't do that shit. I'm not even gonna say y'all. We as a people do not help one another. Unless it's somebody that you personally fuck with. You feel me? What I hate about being a black man is that I gotta walk down the street and I gotta worry more about a nigga that look just like me and whether or not he gonna do something to me than the other people around me. I'm worried more about y'all than I am about the white folks, the police, all of that. And that's a shame. Because I'm not saying we should just be out here just murking white people. That's crazy shit to say. But at the end of the day, y'all be ready to kill a nigga over stepping on your shoe. But y'all won't talk to y'all white boss at work like that. Y'all gotta talk to niggas on the corner. Y'all won't, like, if some white dude come do something in your neighborhood and murk somebody, George Zimmerman's still walking around doing his thing. You feel me? Chilling. Signing Skittle packs and shit. What did y'all do to that nigga?
Yo, what?
But
Yeah, you know that?
No.
Yeah, after that shit happened, that nigga was signing
This is why it's
packs
good
and
that I had them more here, because I don't
and the
think
T cans, the Arizona cans.
what the fuck? What did y'all do to that nigga? But if that was one of y'all but if they slid on Tamarian Rice and that was one of y'all homies, and there was some niggas from up the street that did it, y'all would have slid endlessly until the whole family was wiped out, right? Alright, I'm just saying, we target each other. The media paints it so that our women target us, and at the end of the day, if you actually sitting down and having conversations with real black women, they do not feel how the media paints it. So stop listening to that shit.
Preach. Social media really
But it's not just the target on our back. Fuck the target, because we can remove that if we was together. But us not being together, that's the worst shit about being a black man, bro. Is that niggas that look like me is my worst enemy.
You got like a fucking judge. All rise. Order in this motherfucking courtroom.
Alright, cause no, why do black men not express themselves as they should?
Don't fucking listen.
I can't speak for nobody else, but I express myself because fuck how everybody else feeling. Like all that, men not supposed to do this, not that. Fuck that, because I know I'm not gay. No disrespect to gay people. People try to paint a stigma of, oh, you can't be a man if you're expressing too much of this. You can't, or you homosexual if you do. Like, no disrespect to gay people. You feel me? Y'all do y'all thing, but I'm not. That's not me, and I know that's not me. So I have no problems and no qualms being myself and speaking how I feel. And if I got a tear that I gotta drop, I'm gonna shed it because it is what it is. But I do know a lot of other men feel a stigma, like as to where, oh, I gotta be hard up, and we was always taught to, we gotta be the tough survivors and shit like that. At the end of the day, all our pop, like you ain't even know your pop for real, to know what you gotta be to be a man for your family. All that holding in shit and all of that shit is destructive to families, cause then once that shit overflow and you do some weird bullshit, you wind up being locked up, or you done cheated on your wife, and you done divorced her and all this other bullshit. You fucking up other generations after that. So you gotta make sure now that we preparing, you feel me? And communication is a part of that. And that's all that expressing yourself is. Communication is simple. You're not no gay man because you feel a way about something that you like, yo, I feel this way about it. And it's also about how you express yourself. Be real about it, be direct, don't be super aggressive, but you know, yeah.
Facts.
Fuck all that shit. I don't express myself. That shit is pointless sometimes. So I'm not. I express myself, but motherfuckers don't like when I express myself because it be blunt and straight to the point. So I don't express myself sometimes. Period. But I understand why you feel me, other men don't. Cause you know, you feel me, some females take advantage of that. They try to call niggas a simp or some shit.
Alright, do that.
I know,
take advantage, like you can say what you want.
It's a difference between expressing yourself and, in my opinion, being a simp. Like, being a simp to me is a nigga that's fucking, like, overly sensitive about every little single thing. Like literally, like, and it's just not that deep. Or they, like, what you say cancers was, like, crybaby?
They just mad emotional. They supposedly mad emotional and all of that.
It's fine for a dude to express themselves and all that without being a simp. Because simp is just a whole different category of.
Yeah, but it is a lot of female. But it is, I'm gonna be real. If y'all ladies want men to be real with y'all gotta allow niggas to be able to really be real with y'all. Stop coming with this fake bullshit. Y'all come with fake bullshit and then expect niggas to be real. And then when a nigga do be real, you try to expose his secrets and shit like that. Like, what niggas don't, I don't know, like, y'all got this, that's another thing that fuck up relationships. Like, y'all got this stigma where y'all feel like everything's supposed to go on social media and shit like that. Like, I post my shorty, but I only post her sometimes. When it's necessary, we go out, we look nice, I'm gonna post it. But it's not no regular basis shit, you feel me? But you know where her position is at, and y'all should know where your position is at the end of the day. But then y'all be worried about a nigga not posting you, but then you post every fucking thing about your relationship. When it's good, when it's bad.
So this podcast just went a whole other direction. Like, this is not protect black men.
It is, because that goes, it's not bash black women, but that goes into protecting black men, because at the end of the day, if y'all want men to express themselves and to be more open to expression, it's something that y'all gotta figure out as black women, or as like, so every black man don't like black women. That's your choice, weird shit. But you know, women in general, you feel me?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying to a certain extent.
It's like at the end of the day, that would be like women feel insecurities and like situations like with females and being left and shit like that. And at the end of the day, as men, that would be shit that we gotta figure out how to check. You feel me? At the end of the day, because I know that there's a lot of women that like you've been left or niggas have done X, Y, Z to you, and at the end of the day, did we do that? Nah, but it's still our responsibility as somebody that's trying to get to know you or be a spouse to you or some shit like that to fix that or to make sure that you understand that that's not gonna happen with Eric. And black women don't really give a safe space for niggas to talk about at times, like for them niggas to truly express how they feel.
Man, if you want me to listen to you, motherfucker, you gotta listen to me. Straight up. Straight up. You want me to listen to your problem, motherfucker? But listen, I don't like when you do this. Fuck. Hurt my feelings.
Hurt my feelings. I hate this.
My heart.
It's my heart.
What is y'all biggest fear of being a black man in America?
Getting shot by police.
My son get shot.
I don't have no kids yet, so I can't say that. Me right now,
That's deep.
or my family.
I mean, I already been through almost as much shit as you could probably possibly go through as a black man, besides probably the police shooting at you and going to jail, because I'm not stupid like a lot of you niggas. But, yeah, like, none of that shit scares me. It's life. It is what it is. I've been through a lot. Niggas get shot at, niggas get jumped, niggas get punched on, niggas get this, that, third. This shit happens. I ain't worried about it, but I don't want that for my son. That's my thing. I'm scared of that.
What is your biggest fear about being with a black
Being with a black man.
man?
And I might as well say raising a black man is like, my biggest fear is just they gonna go somewhere one day and not come back. Like, and it's gonna be off some simple shit like them walking down the street and
Oh, my fault.
like
I was
bump, like somebody accidentally bumping them, or this is gonna be something like one of these cases that just be like, why the fuck did that even happen? Like, cause it's a lot of why the fuck did that even happen that just don't make the news. Like,
Okay.
And that's the thing, like, about being just black, period. Fuck being a man or a woman, you feel me? You got motherfuckers that you care about that look just like you, your family, your blood. And at the end of the day, we should not have to fear for our lives. It's not even that I fear for mine, because you niggas, it's not that I'm untouchable, but I got something to live for. If you think you're going to do something to me before I do something to you, you are absolutely wrong, my nigga. You're gonna die. Fucking with me, I promise. You're gonna die.
Ew.
I don't want to do it to my people. I love y'all to death. But if you think fucking with me is the right thing to do, it's not. It's absolutely wrong. But it's just the fact that we do have to worry about whether or not we're gonna make it home every single day that we walk out the door. Whether it be by the police, by another motherfucker that look just like you, by a white nigga that just assume that you doing some shit and you just living your life. You feel me? Like you never know. And I know everybody might have any fears and shit like that, but I know nobody really got it as bad as us when it comes to motherfuckers really trying to kill you.
yeah, no, that's a fact. Cause everybody can always, you feel me? Anything can happen to anybody when they leave outside the house. But it's like, black man got that extra target on top of the one. That's just like the general life target. It's like life target on everybody. Black men have like a super big target surrounding the life target.
Even the country of origin where we came from, they do not like us.
I've heard that before.
It's not a herd. It's ask one of them, go around, ask one of them that's in your, like you went to school with or some shit like that, to go around their parents and watch how their parents treat you and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
That's how you know. They do not like us. They have an assumption about every American born black person that we just this. Like at the end of the day, some of us is it's circumstantial. Like niggas don't want to be how they be. But it's absolutely no choice for some of them. And which I understand. I'll call y'all stupid if y'all get into shit. And I know for sure, like, you had no choice. You gotta get it somehow, some way, by any means necessary. So it is what it is. I'm not judging that, but it's a lot of, but I understand where they would be coming from. With a lot of us acting fucking retarded and stupid out here on these streets for nothing.
But I feel like my biggest fear is if I had a son or if I was dating somebody or whatever the case may be, would like just them calling saying they getting pulled over, like yo.
That's sad.
Yes, it really is. And it's like, yo, you better not hang up this phone. Like, I promise you, everything I love, do not hang up this phone. Like, nah, niggas can't. Until them cops pull off, like, out of plain sight, they have to be gone. Do not hang up the phone. Like, and that's really sad, but that's just the world we're living in right now. It's crazy. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Cut that out. Chill.
Okay.
You always give me the nigga. Like, I said, so.
Well, you kind of answered this already. I was gonna say, like, do y'all feel like black males have it worse than black females? I know we all have it bad, but like, I kind of do feel like y'all have a bigger target than us.
It depends on what, like, and what it's situational.
Yeah, like what
Like driving in a
aspect
car. If a car full of niggas compared to a car full of
Like
females.
in terms of death, we have it worse. But like,
but they have it worse
when
on
it comes
the side
to
of police. We have it worse on the medical side.
I like their response. Okay.
and it's not just that. Like, at the end of the day, black women are 9 times out of 10 mothers. You feel me? And it's hard for them having to raise kids with the men in the house either dying or going to jail. Like, they taking us out of the house for little misdemeanors, 3-strike offense, you know, small shit. And now the woman is left to raise
I'm sorry,
another
I was
man.
not liking it what he was saying. I'm liking it.
And
The background.
Yeah.
you know, women are they left to make these decisions for men, and they're not meant to be able to raise up a man in the way that he should go. So that's how we wound up getting lost in the street. Cause your mom can't control you and stop you from going and finding. Cause that's where we find our male influence at first. That's what y'all don't understand. Like, when your pop is not in the crib, it's either your pop is not in the crib or you see your pop in the crib and your pop is that nigga. That's how niggas wound up being the niggas that they be. Your pop is not in the crib or you see your pop and your pop be that nigga that was out there on the streets. You feel me? So when your pop is not there, you looking for male role models because the only person you got is your mother. And the only dudes that really stick by their mother wholeheartedly is the ones that wind up, you know, they be homosexual. Like, no disrespect to them at all. I'm never, like, I'm not going to that. But yeah, like, that's the type of men that tend to want to stick home by mom and shit like that. The other men, they want to venture out and they want to figure out who they are as men. So they go to see what the other men are doing. And grown ass men is out here, they slinging and shit, they get into it, they doing what they gotta do, you feel me? And that's how we get caught up into it. We don't got nobody in the house to really sit us down and be like, look, this is what goes on out here in these streets, this, that, the third, that we gonna believe. Cause you, even if your mom was like that, if your mom sits you down and be like, yo, this is what's going on out here in these streets, you need to stay the fuck off. You're not gonna listen, cause you're like, nigga, mom, what was you out here doing? What the fuck are you talking about? Like,
No. Y'all fuck around having a mom like Mary J.
you never know. Like,
Motherfucking Monet.
you never know.
Monet.
But that's why it's a hard spectrum to gauge, cause like, I feel like it's some at, like, on certain levels it's just equal. Yeah, like, we got it hard equally. Cause at the end of the day, even though we dying, we ain't here no more. We're about to deal with that bullshit if we die. Y'all the ones that's here that gotta deal with the after effects of us dying and all of that shit. Like, and that's hard in itself. Nigga, we did. Our problem's over.
Who's your black inspiration? Black role model. Mine is Maya Angelou. I got her little Still I Rise poem tag right here. I really love her. If you don't know who that is, you something wrong with
You need to pick up a motherfucking book.
Like, at this point.
That's all you can say about that.
I can't say, I don't know. I can't name one person because I had a lot of people who inspired me as black men, black people in general. You feel me?
Well, name at least two.
Two. Well, as a kid, my idol was Thurgood Marshall. I wanted to be a lawyer because of him. He was the first African American male to be on the Supreme Court and be a Supreme Court judge. So I wanted to follow in those footsteps. I've always been good at arguing anyway, so it was like, I still could be a lawyer if I wanted to.
Curious. Never
No,
seen it.
I ain't even gonna lie to you, 50.
Not Big Fish.
50.
It
That's I'm gonna run back. It's 50. 50 cent. It's 50 cent.
That's
50.
no.
Nah, because like on some real shit though, like he was successful in rap, he was successful in producing, he was successful in acting, he was successful in producing in movies, TV shows, all of that shit. And that's all things that I really want to do in my life. Like I want my own label, I want to be able to sign niggas and produce them and make and get them to the top tier.
So you know how everybody's been on social media talk about the dinner with Jay-Z and shit? I'd rather have dinner with 50 Cent. Like, I ain't going front. Jay-Z cool, you feel me? I understand you got more money, more accolades, but
Yeah, he ain't done as much.
50
for
more
the culture.
versatile.
Besides
Role model is what?
nobody named
You're a bit young to be a
Did
role
you
model.
say nobody named you?
Yeah.
It's. I think you're a bit young to be anyone's role model here.
How we gonna look up to you? We done been through what the fuck you going through now.
I guess Nia said. I guess Nia said niggas 7 feet telling me I'm who they look up to.
Okay. Say now, but I'm be real. I got too many people, so I'm gonna just keep it. I'm gonna keep it simple. That explains us. Like, But now I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna be real. My parents is role models, cause I got older parents and they the king, they the elevated. I ain't have to grow up in the hood. I ain't have to go through other like the hood shit. So I'm grateful. They definitely gave me a standard to set myself for.
Think like that. Everybody wants in the hood. I don't understand it. But yeah, that's good. That's good. Besides Jesus.
Besides Jesus,
My grandparents. Yeah, man, cause what's for them, I don't know what the fuck I be. I would not be this handsome young man y'all looking at right now, man. Bing bong.
Okay.
We're cutting that out.
Okay.
Alright, so.
See these dogs in the front yard?
Alright, y'all, it's story time, you feel me? And this time we're gonna talk about a racist experience that we have been through. Ours. So I was in Charlotte, North Carolina, right?
yeah.
And I was with my brother, both my brothers actually, and my sister, I think. And yeah, we were just walking down the street, minding our business. Wasn't even smoking or nothing, like no reason to stop us or nothing. We're walking, not driving or anything. A cop straight, so we walking. You know how you cross the street, like it's a little parking lot area, so you gotta go across or whatever. He just straight swerved right there in front of us. I'm like, y'all know me by now, you feel me? They know me. So I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Like, what is that all about? So he started getting out the car, asking us questions, really like on our body for what? So it's just like, yeah, that was a racist experience I will never forget because we were literally walking by black. That was it. And he just felt the need to stop and do what he did. So yeah.
I'm gonna go second because I never had no racist experience. White people scared me.
So you don't smile, nigga.
No, real shit, bro. Like white people ain't never said or done nothing racist to me, and I can't say the police was. I can't necessarily say that the police has been racist to me because every time they said or stopped me, they had a reason, but it wasn't a big reason. It was just because they want to be doing some bullshit. Like I don't never be doing no bullshit. Like y'all, you niggas be doing some bullshit.
Stop tying my shoe, disrespect.
They've had reasons. You feel me? Like if they felt like they could stop me from me smoking a blunt in front of them. Well, not in front of them, but in front of my crib where I live. Don't get that. You know me.
You talking about we was in the Jeep?
Oh, you had to throw your blunt?
They took it and smoked it. Is that racist?
They be like that. They be doing
Is that racist? That they came and stopped me for my joint? And then listen.
They can't stop if it wasn't moving.
Alright, they came and
they pulled up on niggas park.
Bro, while the nigga is writing me the ticket, my man's taste the blood, looks at us like, it's a nice tight roll. She's there. I put this shit on everything I love. So nice tight roll.
So was juice.
Tucks it in his pocket. He's going right into evidence. Walks off. Goes to his car. His partner sitting there writing the citation. I'm still sitting there on the curb when we get ready to take the citation. I look and I start seeing smoke coming from the back of the car. I'm like, I know this nigga is not smoking my fucking blunt.
Is he black?
I'm white.
You gotta took off.
That's like the worst experience I had with the cops. Like in that time that we was all this shit. You feel me? But I'm from the Inky shit.
Oh, I forgot you was there. That's what I was gonna say.
That's when he started snapping.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm in front. I thought either I was gonna die or I was gonna kill a cop.
It was wild that day because we literally just pulled up and they just bum rushed.
There's like 7 of them.
Yeah,
it's like, yo, we
that
been
was caught up from McDonald's, bro. Nigga, I had just bought a McDouble. I had the receipt in my hand.
We ain't even like even if we was going to do some shit, we ain't do shit yet.
We pulled up. He got out the car.
I got out the car for 1 second. As soon as I got out,
I looked up.
Niggas is in handcuffs.
Cars and police. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Deep as shit they did.
Deep as hell.
I call him, I'm like, yo, come down here.
Help me.
Shit like Candace Cole, I believe, man.
He came down, she's like,
I made a phone call, and then that fucking bitch. I wish I remember his name. Or still had his shit. No, it wasn't him. It wasn't McDookie. It wasn't his bitch.
Nigga still trying to put to this day for my test.
He ain't wrecking his dishes.
Yeah, it was. It was his bitch. It was his bitch.
You know it's bad when you know cops is somebody there.
We got that nigga said the PG, he had to get the fuck up out of here. He know better. Fuck with Jesky, Dooski, Wooski, whatever his name is. Bald ass nigga. He look like a fake ass Bruce Willis, bitch ass nigga.
Bloody
He started trying
You did share your experience?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
I mean, we had the same, our racist experience
on
at the time.
So, yeah, your turn.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I ever really had one. Not no memorable one, but like because the niggas tried. I don't say that shit. Like,
And it's not just with cops, it's just like in general.
Yeah,
in general, I don't like. It may have been like they did something like a little slick, but I did some slick shit back. Like you not gonna fucking did that.
Yeah, like, I mean, bro, I hadn't even really experienced white people.
But like all the Karen stories that be like going viral, or people just tell you I've never had it. Like never had that shit. People say they've had racist experiences like in Hartford County. Never had it. Like,
Right.
I was already looking that way.
Oh my goodness, yo.
what's the next topic before I punch him in his Karen?
y'all seen that?
Yeah.
Damn!
I hate him.
It's your turn.
We had the same shit. We
Yeah,
were
There's the same.
We was in the same cubs.
There's the same, and I was a witness.
Would y'all God came into life, would y'all ever choose to be any other race?
I already knew you was going no.
I ain't gonna front. No, but I definitely want to be mixed with a little something. You feel me? Like,
Come back, man.
definitely want to have a little sprinkle razzle dazzle and some flavors, but I definitely still want to be
I'm sorry, not offense. Not at all. I don't care what we go through. I know we be going through some stuff, but still.
But we is
Yeah,
that.
bro.
I love my blackness.
I'll be black.
We know.
Today, tomorrow, 400 years in the future, and 400 years ago. I would have been through slavery for y'all, my nigga. I swear to God, I'd have made
Oh
it
wait,
too.
for who? For who?
Yo, you see me
Oh,
Oh no.
I don't know them.
Look at this.
Slavery. You getting a little slavery a little
Look
bit.
to the right.
And that's so, folks.
Those
You
people.
still leave me
You
out.
see those people?
catch y'all later. He would have did slavery for y'all, not us.
No, my kids. Fuck y'all.
Yo, that's funny.
Good, it's your girl Candace Candemonium. Call me what you want, but we ain't here and we about to be lit.
Hey man, it's your boy NBA Smooth in the building. Let's get it.
It's your girl Nia-Ashani. You already know what it is. Tune in.
Yo, what's good with y'all, man? It's Alpha 17 on the building. You already know what it is.